Hello everybody, I'm Linda Ward and I teach graphic design and web technologies with a community college in North Carolina, and I would like to show you some of the advantages and disadvantages of saving images within GIF or PNG formats. Right now I have this image. Let's take a look at it. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors in it. They are broad, flat areas of colors, and there's no blending from one color to the next. It's either blue, and you come across, and all of a sudden it's white. This would be an ideal image to save as either a GIF or a PNG. Okay, let's take a look at this. Let's go to File, Export, Save for Web Legacy. I'm in the newest version of Photoshop, and it used to be File, Save for Web and Devices, but this is where you find it. Right now, this is the preview of what it'll look like. Right now, it's set to ping 24, which is nice, but that's overkill. I don't need millions of colors. I only need 6. So, let's check GIF. Okay, on GIF, I can go up to 256 colors. That's the highest number. Also in PNG, it's 256 colors. But it only picked up 6 colors. So this is my color table. So I don't need 256. And if I had had more than 256, I could still choose fewer colors and it would delete some of the colors from your image. But I've got 6. Okay. I don't really need to do dithering of the transparency because I don't have transparency. There's different things here. You can have dither of your colors too, but I don't have any colors blending from one to the next. So I'm just not gonna, I can just do no dither there. That's not gonna be a problem. Okay, so this this GIF with the 6 colors will be a file size of 6 1/4 kilobytes. Okay, that's not bad. Let's check ping 8. Ping 8. Okay, I have no dithering. Same thing, no transparency dithering. And I've got 8 colors, and I can have transparency there too if I had it. But it's only 2 kilobytes, 2.5. So in this case, for this image, I would choose whichever one had the lowest file size. So that GIF is 6 1/4. Ping 8 is 2.5. So that's a no-brainer. I'll save this file as a ping 8. Okay, that will work fine. Now, let me cancel out of that. Now, let's add some transparency to this image. If you had an image that this was actually a background layer, you would double click on it and just say okay to make it a floater. When it says layer something, it's kind of a floating layer, and I can put transparency on that. So let me go in here and let's get the oval or elliptical marquee tool, and I'll put a feathering of 15 points. And I'll start about in the middle, and I'll hold the option key on the Mac. Oops, wait a minute. There we go. And I'll just do a little selection. And I'll move that selection kind of in the middle somewhere there. Okay. Now, when I delete, I don't want to delete the center of it. I want to delete the outside. So I will go in Select Inverse. Okay. Now I can hit the delete key. And there, and I'll go Command or Control D to deselect. And there's my file. It has transparency in it. And if you don't believe it, let's go ahead and do a new layer. And let's see, I've got blue over here. So I'll go Edit, Fill, and the blue is actually my foreground color, and I'll go OK. Okay. So let's move this below. Now you can see how this layer here fades from having solid color out to nothing. So let me close this eyeball because I want to save this. Let's once again go to File, Export, Save for Web, Legacy. Ping 28, that looks pretty good. It actually fades out to transparency, and this looks pretty good. But let's see if that's overkill. It's 35 kilobytes or 36 kilobytes. Let's see if that's overkill. Let's check out GIF. Okay. Oh my goodness. That's with 8 colors. That doesn't look too good. So let's go to 256 colors and see what happens. Okay. It doesn't actually fade out. It gets this white halo around there. So let's see if we can do, and we've got transparency. If we turn transparency off, that's what it'll look like. Let's see if we can dither this to diffusion dither with the transparency. Oh, it's got these little speckles of white around there. That doesn't look good. Okay, let's try with the other one. Pattern dither. Doesn't look any better. Noise dither. It's still a rough edge fading out to transparency. So I don't like GIF. There's nothing I can do with GIF. Let's try Ping 8. It's still got the same settings, and it's still got that ugly speckles along the edge here. It's not a nice smooth fade out to transparency. And I've got 256 colors and no transparency dither, still the same halo. So in a case like this, where your transparency fades from being opaque out to transparent, the GIF and the Ping 8 just do not work. Now, if I had had a sharp edge around this selection, and it just went from opaque straight to transparency, then Ping 8 and GIF would work. But when the transparency fades, it doesn't work. So in that case, let's see JPEG. That doesn't work because I get this white square around everything. I want to see the transparency. So JPEG is not a good choice. And we saw Ping 8 and GIF does not work. So let's check Ping 24. That fades perfectly out into transparency. This would be the file format you would need to save this image out to maintain the integrity of the image and the beautiful fade from opaque to transparency. So what we looked at was we looked at an image that had no transparency, and we could save it as a GIF or a Ping 8. But then once we had this transparency that has a fade on it, those two file formats don't work. We need to go on and save it out as a Ping 24. Hope that helps. Thank you. Until next time.